Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? I know it's been a minute, but unfortunately we had to park Griffin for a little while. Starter went out. As a matter of fact, the last time we had connected, I mentioned to y'all that I was headed to a car show that weekend that I would share with you like I normally do. Well, unfortunately, I was literally going out to the driveway to crank up Griffin to head out to the car show that morning, and it failed to crank. Through some troubleshooting efforts, I had learned that the starter was out. And so I decided to go with a high-performance starter that was lighter weight and cranked faster. And I had to wait a little bit to get that. My wife and I had gone up to Nashville sometime after that. And there's a great guy up there, owns his own shop called Second Gen Graveyard. He's a retired cop, just a great guy, and loves Firebirds like me. And he's got his own Facebook page, whole website, and I had the starter that I needed. Excuse me. He had some other things that I was blessed to get to that I'm also going to share about with you tonight as well. Moving forward to today, there's some things that I want to update on, some things that we've been working on Griffin. And then this weekend we did a trunk or treat car show with Louisiana Car Classics that I'm going to share with you. Louisiana Car Classics, pretty cool local club here. Their moniker, as I'll remind you, is no dues, just cruise, which I think is pretty cool. You don't pay dues, you just show up and you have a good time. And this event was for the kids, passing out candy to the local children, and I just thought it was a great time. We had a lot of kids there, a lot of good hot rods and old school cars, and it was a great time. And then tonight for my church, we also have a trunk or treat that Griffin's going to participate in as well. And, gotta support our church, because our church supports our community, and that's what it's all about. So let's get started in showing you some of the upgrades that we've done. So the first thing that I want to share, as I told you from the beginning, that Griffin was going to be a Bandit tribute on the outside, and then on the inside we were going to keep it true. Just a reminder, Griffin is a standard 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. The Bandit is the special edition Trans Am, and the special edition came with the snowflake rims and the gold hexagon bird for the cap. And so Griffin, you might remember at the very beginning, had the Rally 2 wheels, and then there was some aftermarket wheels, Enkai I think is what they were, that were on it before I replaced them with these. And so this is what Bandit would look like today with those wheels. The snowflakes just really make it look a ton better, and I just can't believe how much better it turned out. And I've gotten a lot of comments from some folks in my two associations, and my two car associations that I'm a part of, that tell me the car just looks much different and it looks back to its original form, which I'm very excited about. It's really what I've always wanted. And then the second thing that I want to share with you is this this part of the car is what we call the sail panel. And on the standard Trans Am, which Griffin would have, we used to have the red puck. It was just the red bird on it, and it was actually a thick puck, not this nice vinyl sticker that we have here. This is the special edition sail panel sticker that would go on Bandit. And so again, that's the look that we're trying to get on the outside. And I'll come around and I'll show you what it looks like on the driver's side too. And I just love, it just looks so gorgeous. The black and the gold, I think, really sets it off. Not too many other changes. I did have a little extra change that I wanted to share with you. It's kind of cheesy, but if you've watched Smokey and the Bandit, you'll recognize exactly what I'm talking about. And there's a part in the movie about midway where they're on a break and Bandit and Frog are resting kind of in a park area, and they're sitting in the car, and he's got his cowboy hat sitting on a antenna. And so I just had to recreate that. And so I went out and I got a CB antenna. It's for show. The CB antenna doesn't work. and I got myself a good old cowboy hat to put on there, and that's what we have there. It's kind of, but it was definitely recognized this weekend at the first car show, and I think it'll probably get recognized tonight too. I just thought that was pretty cool. This will probably be the last event that we do tonight, so just to share with you some insight to what we're looking at while we park Griffin for the year in the cold. I probably have 3 projects that I'm going to work on, none of which are going to cost me any money, which that's probably why I'm doing them. But the 3 things that I'm primarily going to do this time is, so I'm going to start working on, I already have the parts for it, but you can see on these door weather strips, see here, this one's cracked and this one's really bad. There's a gap right there. So these are nice and old. I already have the parts, so I'm going to swap those out on both this and the passenger side. On the door seam, there's supposed to be on the edge of the door, you can see right here, all this issue. There's, I have already with me, they're chrome, it's chrome striping. And so we're gonna go ahead and put those on and get that nice and cleaned up. And then I'm gonna take off all of these flaps, if you will, front mud flaps, I guess we could call them, the front flaps. See, that's not dirt, that's scratches and wear and tear. So I'm gonna pull these off, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint them in that Starlight Black that this car came in. And then I already talked about this, but we still got a sag in this hood, or excuse me, in the headliner. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap that out also. It needs some more loving, but I think if I take it in the house, get it in the environment, clean up the board that's underneath, and then get some like super high industrial grade sealant. Because as I showed you before, I really like the extra nuances that I put in. These are all perfectly spaced all throughout. And I really like how that looks. And so I do want to keep that on the inside, even though that wasn't standard with the car. And so that's kind of where we're at. We're having fun, continuing to get him out there. Just, everywhere we go, he gets a lot of attention and a lot of praise, and I'm really glad for him. I'm really glad for this car. I'm really glad for the Firebird community. There aren't very many of these around. I still haven't seen another black one on the road like Griffin. And I'm not too proud to say I haven't seen one this nice yet on the road. And I don't mean that to, make myself look good or anything like that. I'm just proud of the fact that this thing is getting out there and showing off. I think that's good for the car. That's all I got. Stay tuned. Thank you very much for hanging out with me and Griffin today. Look forward to seeing you on the other side. God bless. Yeah, it's just an awesome event. One of the taglines for the Louisiana Classics Club is that it's called No Dues, Just Cruise. So they don't pay, they just hang out. So what you're seeing today is several hundred kids out here. Very cool. So we've been here for a couple hours at the trunk or treat put on by the Louisiana Classics Car Show. Just an awesome event, just for the kids.
This way. Hi, Whip.
everybody else, so we're here. We turn around. It's a trunk or treat event we got going on.
He's already halfway.
Love it.
I can make it better too.
So it's in front of my church. We're in the pre-section right now. Everybody's kind of getting set up, doing their thing. These cars are a lot more dressed up than trunk or treat on Saturdays. So. But looks like it's going to be a great night. The youngins will start showing up about 6. And then we'll help them out here and show you a little bit of Griffin. So here we have Griffin set up. And you can see got a little shine on him. Right, it wouldn't be trunk or treat if you didn't dress up the trunk. Ready for a good night. God bless. Man, what a cool night. A lot of activity. Got the swings going. There's a train over there. This is pretty cool. This is what churches do for the community. Hey y'all, just got Griffin buttoned up, put back in the garage for the night. Maybe for the season. We'll see, maybe we get a good day in there. We can get out, shake the dust off a little bit, but I just wanted to take a quick minute to recap tonight at the trunk or treat. It was just an amazing event. You saw some of the footage, but the cool thing about tonight, Griffin was the only classic car that was there, so naturally it would, a car would get a lot of attention. But just the awesome thing that I loved was there were kids, there were little guys, little gals that were saying how they loved the car. There was a beautiful car. People asking. Young people asking, is that a Mustang? Is that a Camaro? And I was totally okay with that. I was like, no, it's a Trans Am. And maybe they never heard those words before. I don't know, but now they know, now they see, and that's what I loved about it. As I told y'all before, it was about getting Griffin exposure, getting this car, the Trans Am, out into the world, in my little neck of the woods anyway. And since we don't see a lot here, I just thought it was awesome for them to see something that they appreciated, especially the younger crowd who it's all about the the visualization and the features nowadays and all the technology that's on them. But then you get old gas guzzler like this that definitely doesn't have the technological features. But I just thought it was that was the best part of the night, was these young folks saying, you know what, that's a cool looking car. Your car is beautiful. Your car is gorgeous. Can I take a picture of it? And dads getting pictures of their children in front of the car with their children all dressed up. And I saw this one lady and her daughter dressed up, and they took a picture. They had somebody with some of their friends take a picture with it, and I love that. That's exactly what Griffin is out there for, is for them to see. So again, thank you for your time. God bless. We'll talk to you later.